Morning guys, Wednesday the 21st of October. Been mentioning a couple of times now about waiting for the light to get a little bit brighter in the morning, so you can sort of see us a little bit more. I was also, so when I was talking to my partner about this, they were saying they've got some sort of light on a torch which I can borrow. So I might sort of look for that, see if that helps. It was interesting, I was thinking about this concept of light and the impact it has. I know I was saying, it's harder in the mornings when it's darker, and I think this sort of time of year does become more challenging, gets a bit more difficult. I know that some people actually are affected more than others, and there is something called seasonal affective disorder, which is an actual condition that can be diagnosed. And I know that I don't hear a lot of it now, but actually I remember that there was a point where light boxes were something that was really talked about an awful lot. People could either get their own, or they could be accessed like through GP practices and other services. So yeah, it obviously just replicates getting more light and light in the summer, and how that creates I think it's melatonin in the body. Then also, when thinking about light, I noticed that there's a room within the home where we are that I definitely think I want to use that more for when I do either clients or group and so on. It's more out the way, it's more sort of private. But what I noticed was when I was looking to do a call, it was only about 6 o'clock, but it still was sort of, reflecting quite dark on the actual screen itself. So yeah, I noticed that. I thought, because it's there's a light up there, but it's not a bright light, and it's actually not quite in the centre of the ceiling of the room either. So again, sort of talking about that, and whether we get another more like a manual light that you can physically move more, and also sort of partner had a light that you can sort of use in, I suppose, what you call like emergency situations on the road and stuff, but really bright light. It was saying it's got batteries in, so certainly we're sort of looking at that. Perhaps could position it in the room so that could offer more light as well. So again, that idea of putting more light into the room, but also I was thinking about the metaphor in a way, the shedding more light on things. Certainly, the group that I'm starting on Thursday, tomorrow, or whether it be individual, private clients. I think amongst other things, one of the key things I'm always looking to try and do is to shed and offer more light on certain situations, certain challenges. Offer more sort of understanding, awareness, thoughts about how the person can enable themselves in perhaps a different and more effective way. So that's what struck me, the idea of the metaphor as well, of shedding light. The idea of light. I think light's important both on a literal level, but also I think the idea of light. I remember when I was first starting the business sort of years ago, and thinking about pictures and images and so on. One of the thoughts I did have at the time was putting like, so I'd like an image of a lighthouse. In the end, for I think various reasons, I think more practical reasons than anything, sort of decided not to go with that image, but that's always sort of stuck out in my mind, you know. There's that sense of that the lighthouse light the way for people, and the light in that respect is also what comes to me, is that's about hope, offering hope that things can be changed, things can get better, things can be different. People can find ways of believing in themselves more, having more confidence in who they are, understanding more about, you know, who they are, what makes them tick, get perhaps clear about what they're wanting, and the opposite maybe, what they don't want, being able to live a more inspiring, fulfilling life, to enjoy life and be present to perhaps the moment, rather than, you know, sometimes people get stuck in their heads and overthink a lot, so getting more creative and thinking, you know, more outside the box, so to speak. All those things can really help. Those are potential goals that people may want to achieve. And right now, it's, even as I've been sharing that, I've noticed how it is significantly lighter. I'm sure that's going to come across on the video, but yeah, definitely lighter, but wet, grey. It is raining, but again, weirdly, quite warm. It's almost like, oh, that's strange, you know, you just don't expect it to be this warm, really. But I'm not complaining. Anyway, guys, listen, have the rest of a lovely Wednesday. A lovely whatever Wednesday that is. And I shall speak to you later, guys. Take care. Bye.